Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a feeding game that coincides, I was putting those two words together, with recall or come when called, as I like to really call it. Generally teach come when called and recall as two separate behaviors because my recall I make really, really special and use kind of in emergency situations. Come when called I tend to use on a daily basis. So this is a great game that you can play during feeding time, when you're out on a walk, maybe if you're out at a park. Especially practicing it indoor and outdoor is going to be great. But I like this game because it gets my dog moving. And again, if we're just trying to get a little bit more exercise, mental stimulation in our dog's daily routine, doing this during feeding time is a great plan. I'm going to be using treats today because it is not my dog's feeding time, but same concept goes. So generally when I think about using this as come when called, what I'm going to do is pretty much playing a toss game. I'm going to toss a treat. My dog has to go get it. Once they eat it, I'm going to say my dog's come when called. Pete, come. And then he comes back to me to get a treat. And then I'm going to toss another one. He has to go get it. Pete, come. When he is done eating it, I'm going to use his come when called cue. One thing that I'm doing as kind of extra, I guess, is I'm throwing a small treat. I'm throwing a smaller treat. Pete, come. Oh, you found another one. Pete, come. Good boy. Good job. When he comes back to me, he's getting a bigger one or more pieces. So if you're using kibble, you could just throw one piece of kibble. And then when they come back to you, Pete, come. You can use maybe 3 to 5 pieces of kibble. So I'm kind of making the chasing treat a little bit smaller and in a way less rewarding. And then Pete, come. My dog coming to me more rewarding. Goodness boy, you're so smart. You can move around with this if you want. Pete, come. That makes it a little bit more exciting for you and your dog. Pete, come. Good boy. But you can see that as we are playing, he's getting a little bit more excited each time than what he was at first. He was kind of walking slowly. Pete, come to me. And now he's picked up his speed a little bit. Granted, again, he is an 8.5-year-old dog who had leg surgery. Not leg surgery. He had a mass removed from his leg last week. So he is a little bit on the slower end compared to some of your dogs are going to be. Also, it's probably his nap time. Pete, come. Good boy. Look at you. The goodest boy. Yeah. So this is just, it's kind of small. Here you go. This is just a fun way to work on your come when called. Pete, come. Good boy. And he's getting his steps in while he eats. Pete, come. I forgot to give you your cue. Good job. Well, that was a big one. I did it opposite. That's okay. Pete, come. Good boy. Good boy. Oh my goodness. I'm going to move again. Pete, come. Oh, good boy. If you guys have kids, this is I threw it over there. Here. This is a great game that your kids could even play with them. Pete, come. Give them a little cup like I'm using of the kibble. So you know they're not going to use, too much or anything. Go. Pete, come. Good boy. This is a great game to do to bond with your dog as well. If anyone feels like that their dog has bonded more with one person than someone else in the family, I like to make sure that everybody in the family are playing games like this. So sometimes it's just dogs will naturally bond to one person over another, but there are some things we can do to kind of help increase that bond with other people in the family, especially if you have someone who maybe is working a lot more or kids are busy with sports a lot more, and they just feel like they don't have as much of a bond with the dog as others do. getting them to play fun games like this will really help grow that bond with the dog. Pete, come. Good boy. Oh, goodest boy. Ready? Go. Pete, come. Good boy. Yeah, awesome. Well, this, like I said, this is a game you can play with treats or with kibble. Practice it inside the house as well as outside the house. If you're going to be outside the house at a park or in your yard or something, if your dog is not contained by a fence, make sure they're on a leash or even a long leash. If you have a 10, 20, 30-foot leash with you, great game for you to play. Really helps build that bond with your dog in different environments, right? So, but gets them moving, gets them having fun, and gets you to practice your come when called. So awesome. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. I hope you have fun with this game. I hope you find that it is helpful for you with come when called, as well as just a fun thing for you or anyone else in your household to play with your dog. So with that, I'll talk to you guys later, and I will see you next time.